Everyone, welcome to Relationship Mysteries. Today, I want to welcome you to this channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, I want to welcome every one of you, for supporting me in this channel. Now, in today's video, I'll be discussing a very important topic. Please, I want you to stay till the end in watching this video. Very important. I'll be discussing on the topic 5 silent monsters that lead to relationship and marital failure. Hear what I'm saying? 5 silent monsters that lead to relationship and marital failure. Have you ever seen people that were once in love, all of a sudden, the marriage collapse? Have you ever seen someone, a husband, that was killed by his wife? The truth of the matter is that I always tell people that institution called marriage is neutral. There is nothing wrong with marriage, whether today or tomorrow, and there is nothing wrong with relationship. Do you know where the problem? Do you know what is wrong? Human beings involved. Marriage or relationship is designed in such a way to take the nature of the people involved in that. There are things that people do or people are doing that will definitely lead to marital, that will lead to relationship failure. And some of those things are not loud. Some of those things are insidious. They are not loud. Things that destroy people, things that cause the ultimate damage in life are not always loud. They always walk behind the scenes. They always walk in shadows. They always walk in what I call silent oppressions. There are things when people are doing, then if you see those things, you will know whether that relationship or you will know whether that marriage will succeed or it will fail. And these are the monsters I want to unveil to you today. Number one monster that will lead to marital or that will lead people to relationship failure is a monster that has to do with the lack of clarity. Let me tell you something. Clarity is power. If you are going to succeed in anything, whether in business, whether in marriage, whether in relationship, whether in that your profession, clarity is not just an option, it's a must, it's mandatory if you are going to succeed. If you are going to succeed in whatever you want to do, what you want to do must be clear to you. Do you know why a lot of people don't get it right? Why a lot of people don't get it right in relationship or marriage is because what they want is not clear to them in life. Some people just, do you know a lot of people, some people just wake up, they stumble into a relationship. Some people just wake up, they stumble into marriage. And then when it backfires, when they are frustrated, when they hit roadblocks, they start complaining. They will now come out on social media. They will start blasting men. You hear some women, some girls will come out on social media. They will tell you all men are scams, men are evil, men are this. Some men will come out on social media. They will say that, oh, all women are bad, all women are scams. This one, excuse me. Lack of clarity is what makes people to get it wrong. A lot of people don't know that reason. I always say this. If you are I always mention this. A lot of people don't actually know what they want in life. If you right now, you that is watching me, if you don't know what your life is all about, if you don't know what you want in life, then how will you know the person that will fit into your life? How will you know the person that your being, your personality can accommodate? If you are going to fail, if what you want is not clear to you in your head, the type of man or woman you want is not clear, you cannot get it right. There is no way you will wake up and you marry anyhow, and then you want to enter into that marriage, and then you want marriage to make itself to succeed. It's not possible. Marriage does not succeed on its own. It is human beings that make marriage to strive. It is human beings that make marriage to succeed. There is nothing like automatic marital success. It is what people contribute into marriage that determines whether it will succeed or it will fail. And if you want to contribute, if you want to know whether that person, that man or woman, or that partner will contribute something positive in your life, you need to weigh it through the lens of clarity. Clarity is power. There is a famous adage that says, a sheep a sheep that does not know the harbor is selling to, every way will become favorable to that sheep. A sheep that doesn't know this harbor, that doesn't know where the sheep is selling to, every wind that blows that sheep will become favorable to that. And that is what happened to a lot of people. We are designed in such a way to be intentional in life. Intentionality is very important. And what gives you clarity is intentionality. You have to be intentional. What kind of man or woman are you looking for in life? Sometimes when you ask people, what kind of man do you want, or what kind of woman do you want, they don't even know. A lot of people will start muttering words. A lot of people will start saying all manner of things because what they want is not clear. And if you have to be clear about another person, what you are first need to be clear to you. It is when you know who you are, it is when you know what you are, when these two things are clear to you. Lack of clarity is what leads to regret. Lack of clarity is why people are frustrated. Lack of clarity is why a lot of people have died in their marriage. Lack of clarity is why a lot of people have gone to court, why a lot of persons have filed for divorce. Lack of clarity. They didn't get it right from the onset. They didn't get it right. Listen, one thing I discovered, see what people do. Most times when people want to enter into a relationship, when people want to enter into marriage, there is no preparation. They don't even know what they are looking for. And then when they enter into that relationship or marriage, they want marriage automatically to pioneer itself and succeed. It will never happen. What we are is what will bring into that marriage. And what will bring into marriage or relationship, what will bring into that our marital journey is what will make it succeed or what will make it fail. And if you are going to bring anything that will make your marriage to succeed, then clarity is very important. Don't listen to people when they are complaining about their marriage. Don't listen to people when they are complaining about their relationship. Do you know why they are there? Do you know why they are complaining? Do you know why they are crying? Do you know why they are shedding tears? Why? Because they did not consider what they were looking for was not clear to them. Some people, they are looking for A, but they are going for B. Some people, they are looking for B, but they are choosing C. And then how do you want that marriage to succeed? Marriage does not survive on its own. Marriage will never thrive on its own. It is human beings that will make it to thrive. And then one of the monsters that kills marriage, one of the monsters that kill any type of relationship is lack of clarity. The second monster that destroys, the second monster that will definitely lead to marital failure or relationship failure is the monster I call evil desires. Please, I want you to pay very, very good attention to what I want to say now. Evil desires come in different forms and shapes. Evil desires are not loud. They don't make noise. There is one market that every human being, any human being will go to, except if you are a eunuch or you are a monk or you are a reverend father, or maybe you are a nun, a reverend sister or something. But if you know that you want to get married in life, or you know that you want to be someone's husband or someone's wife, all of us will go to that market, and that is what is called market of relationship and marriage. And in this market, desires are not loud, they are silent. What determines whether you are going to succeed or whether that marriage is going to fail is based on the type of desire you have. Desires are what determines the outcome of anything in life. Your desire is what subtracts you. Your desire is what adds to you. And every human being you see, all of us are embodiment of different desires. My desire is what makes me an individual. Your desire is what makes you an individual. Now, let me be more practical. Let me be practical with you right now. Do you know there are men, when they want to take marital decision, do you know what they are basing? Do you know what their desires are? They are looking for a woman that is good in bed. Some are looking for a woman that has big back or big front. Some men are looking for a woman that has straight legs. While some are looking for a lady with pointed nose. Some are looking for a woman with long hair. While some are looking for a lady with a broad nose. Some are looking for a woman with big boobs, while others are looking for a slim woman. Some are looking for a chubby woman, a lady, while some are looking for a slim one. Now, all these things, are they bad? But you remember I talked about physical distance. Whenever you are giving priority to what is secondary, wherever you are giving priority to a secondary factor instead of a primary factor, that it automatically makes it bad. Instead of considering primary factors, you are considering secondary factors. You are going to land yourself into problem. Everybody that I've seen that got it wrong, that this monster, evil desire, killed his or her marriage, most of the time it was contracted based on evil desires. It was contracted based on secondary factors. And if you ask a lady now, why do you want to marry this guy? I was listening to a lady that said, it does not matter how a man make money. The most important thing, it does not matter the source of the money. The most important thing is just make the money. I don't care if a man comes to marry me and is rich, whether he's a Yahoo person, whether he's a ritualist, whether he's this, whether he's a 419 and all this thing, I don't care. And you are looking at that person, she will base her marital decision based on money. She will take a marital decision based on material things. These things are secondary things, and this kind of desires are the things that lead people to marital failure. I've said it before, in case you are a pastor, if you are a pastor and you want to get married, why are you basing your decision? Why are you basing your marital decision on only physical attributes? Why? If you are a professor, or you are an engineer, or you are a lawyer, and you want to get it right, please, Evil desire is what has led people erroneously when it comes to the word of marriage. If you are going to get it right, please tame your desires. Focus on what is right. Focus on things that are more important. Some things are more important than others. Physical attributes sometimes, yes, is there. But don't make that marital decision or choice based on what you are seeing alone. Look at who the person is. I always tell people, I say, one of the things why people sometimes get it wrong in this area is that we want to change people. You know that this guy is bad for you. You know that this man is violent. You know that this guy, a relationship or marriage, he's always abusing you. Physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse. And you are still there. You are hoping he will change. You are hoping that when you people now, when you are finally married to him, that he's going to change. You know that this particular lady, she's not allowing you to say. Whenever it's month end, she will go and bring a lot of bills. So that is when she will come up and tell you she want to buy hair of 200,000. Hair of 100,000. That she want to go and buy this high hair of 200,000. Or this shoe of this dress. And you will keep on spending. And this lady will never allow you to save a dime for your future. And you are still tolerating her in your life. And you are hoping that when you people now finally get into marriage, that she's going to change. And then you are excusing that bad attitude. You're excusing that bad character because she has big back. You're excusing that her bad behavior because she has big boobs. All the things people are complaining, the warning signals, we are right there before them. If you see anybody that got it wrong today in marriage, what led that person into that dangerous trap was evil desire. And these monsters are silent. I always tell people, I say, if you want to get it right and you don't want to miss it, I always champion this. I always tell people, I say, ignore behavior, ignore beauty, focus on behavior. Don't focus on the container. Focus more on the content. Because all of us, we live life from inside out. We live life. Our life flows from inside to outside. So those containers, that physical beauty and everything, that's why most women don't know. What people don't know is that these things are fleeting. No physical attribute. They will not last. So most times when I listen to people and they are complaining, they are lamenting, at the end of the day, I realized that the decision was based solely on evil desire. You want to get married to a guy because he has Jeep, he has Venza, he has Prado, he has Lincoln Navigator, and that is why you want to marry the man because of his mansion, and you forgot that who a person is more important than what he has. Before you start looking for what people have, please look for what they are. That is what you will live with, what someone is. Because when you want to make love to someone, you are not going to make love with a car. You are not going to make love to car. You are not going to make love to his dressing. What you make love to is a human being. When you lie down on the bed, what you are going to lie down is a human being. When you want to enter into discussion, the person you are going to discuss with is a human being. It's not a car. You don't discuss with cars. You don't discuss with buildings. You discuss with human beings. You converse with human beings. And that's why I'm telling you right now, if you want to get it right, please try and kill evil desires. Focus on what matters. Focus more on who a person is. Forget about what they have. Focus more on their character. Focus more on their ideology. Focus more on their behavior. Forget about beauty first. These ones are secondary. Beauty, anything physical appearance, these things are secondary. And they will fade with time. There is a scripture, whenever I read that thing, I almost feel like crying. Do you know what Solomon said? The wisest king that has ever lived. The wisest king that has ever lived. Do you know what he said? He said, it is better to dwell in the corner of a room than to dwell with a quarrelsome woman. Hey. Do you know what he meant when he was saying that? Solomon was talking about behavior. Remember, Solomon married 700 wives and he had 300 concubines. There was no marriage of women that Solomon did not taste. Short, fat, tall, even Queen, Queen of Ethiopia, Queen Sheba that came from Ethiopia, all of them. Solomon had the finest of the finest, the best of the best when it came to the world of women. But when this man, after he has finished testing 700, 300, he came to a conclusion. He said, it is better to dwell, to live in the corner of a room than to stay with a woman that is quarrelsome. And then he went down, he said, can a man scoop fire in his bosom and it will not burn him? You know, evil desire is what makes people to put fire in their, to put fire in their laps, and he's burning them, and they are crying, they are shouting, but they are the architect of their problem. Always, the time of marital decision is a very crucial moment. Marriage is meant to be a lifetime journey. So when you get to that junction, please be very, very careful. Don't base your marital decision because of what someone has. Look for who they are. Study their life behavior. Study their attitude, their emotional state, the way they act, the way they react, the way they carry themselves, the way they see life, the way they see the world, their perspective towards values and beliefs. Ask questions. Observe. When you observe, you will actually find out if what they are and what they have, if it synchronizes. But do you know what people desire do? They tell people, forget who he is, focus on what he has. And let me say this with pain in my heart. A lot of girls have been used for sacrifice, rituals. Why? Because they focused more on what a man has instead of who that man is. A lot of men has been set up by women and they were assassinated. Why? Because they focus more on beauty than behavior. Anytime you see someone shouting, my wife is like this, my husband is like this, I don't like what this woman is doing, I don't like what this man is doing, I don't like what my boyfriend is doing, I don't like what my girlfriend is doing. From day one, the warning signs, the signals, the indicators, red flags were before them, but they chose to ignore it. And the truth is that whatever you ignore, there is a way life is. Whatever that is important and you ignore that thing will go and wait for you in future to punish you. And most of what people are receiving in their marriage, what people are receiving in their relationship, is punishment for neglecting what they're supposed to take serious. And today they are, because what you sow is what you reap. If you sow evil, if your destiny was based on evil desires, you will have evil outcome. And this monster is silent, it doesn't make noise. So most of when you tell people why do they will tell you a matter of things, but on a closer interrogation, you now find out that why they want to get married to that man or woman is not actually the real thing. The real thing is beneath the surface. The third monster that I see every day that destroy, that lands both men and women in problem is the monster called greed. Is the monster called greed. Of recent, I read the story of a lady that died. Why? She went to the house of a boy. This lady had a, this lady, she was scheduled, her traditional marriage was scheduled to take place. And the husband, the husband to be has already impregnated her and everything. And she was pregnant and everything. But because of that greed, I want iPhone, she met someone online. She met a man online, and the guy promised her, oh, you are doing content creation and things, come to my house, I will give you iPhone. She didn't tell her boyfriend. She didn't tell her peer. She went to that guy's house. A lot of things happened. She was gang raped and everything. And even with the pregnancy, she died. Greed is what has killed a lot of people in life. Don't go for a woman that is more than your income. Don't go for a woman that is more than your income. And don't go for a man that you don't have capacity to handle. There is a deception I see under the sun. The deception of greed is what has landed a lot of people in problem. That monster. You know that your monthly salary is 100,000, and you want to marry a lady that it will take 500,000 to maintain her. Why won't you have high blood pressure? Every man, everybody supposed to look for his or her mate according to their size in life. It is your capacity that determines the person you should marry as an individual. The capacity of what you can handle. Don't allow greed to land into trouble. I always say you are not meant to marry everyone. There is a woman you are meant to marry that can grow with you. Yes, you can grow with your woman. I'm not saying that because you are earning 100,000 now that you cannot earn 1 million tomorrow. But I always say, I say, greed is what makes people, is what tell people, base your marital decision on what will happen tomorrow, not today. Greed. If you want to get it right, in marriage, please, you need to tame this monster called greed. Don't go into relationship or marriage wishing that people will change. Go into relationship or marriage based on where you are seeing them now. Accept somebody for who or she is now. Don't base it who they are, who they will be tomorrow. Because if you want to base your decision on what someone will be tomorrow, what if that person did not become that thing tomorrow? What will happen? You will not fight for divorce. If you are not comfortable with a man now, you cannot be comfortable with him tomorrow. If you are not comfortable with a lady now, you can't be comfortable with her tomorrow. Don't base your marital decision on futuristic plans. When it comes to the issue of choice making, because the monster of greed is what has massacred a lot of relationships and marriage. Don't go for what is more than you. Go for what you can comfortably handle. You know that your present state, that what you can afford to pay for house rent is 200,000, and then you want to go and carry a house for 700,000. Then how do you want to grow in life? How do you want to rise? Remember, your life is a serious matter. I am telling you things that have crippled people. You see greed. You see greed. You know, as a lady, that you cannot afford Brazilian hair of 200,000. And yet you are sleeping everywhere looking for a man. Why would you die? A man that will charge you 500,000. A man that will do this. A man that will do that. You want a man. This one. I'm not saying you shouldn't marry rich men. But what I'm saying is this. Don't allow greed to determine who you marry. Because greed is an evil desire. It's still part of that evil desire. Very, very important. So if you are going to get it right, you are going to get it right on that basis. You need to kill this monster called greed. Don't marry people because you are wishing that they should change. Marry what you are seeing now. Let your decision be based on what you are seeing now. What is their character like now? What is their behavior like now? The fourth monster is the monster of lust. And this is very, very peculiar to my gender, men. Very, very. Listen, the truth is that you need emotional discipline to get it right when it comes to choice making. There will always be varieties of women, ladies, you will always see in life. Always varieties. They will always be there. You see the black, you see the short, you see the fair, you see the tall. There will always be varieties of it. So if you are going to get it right, please, you need to take what I call lust. Don't allow it. Infatuation is silent. When you see a lady, you want to make love, you feel like taking her, you feel like doing this, you want to test, you want to go to bed, and because of that, I say once lust comes in, sometimes it's difficult to take the right decision. Because when people are lost in, what it does is that it blindfolds them to someone's true character. Some guys that got married to violent women, those ladies were violent before they got married to them. And yet they excuse that violent attitude. Why? Maybe because the girl carried. Maybe she get back, she get from. Maybe the girl, she was good in bed or all these things, and the guy excused that bad behavior. And he was now focusing on performance, what she can do, what she can perform. And the guy forgot that what he's going to live with for the rest of his life is who that lady is, not what they do. Sometimes people can fake behavior. Sometimes people can fake attitudes. Sometimes people can pretend. Don't forget about it. So what people do sometimes is not necessarily the main thing. Focus on who they are. Over time, these things will be obvious to you. Don't allow lust to decide who you marry. Lust is subtle. Sometimes it's not loud. And that's why it lands men into a problem. Lust too can land a woman into a problem. This monster is very deadly. And let me repeat what I say. Any man you see today crying, complain about his marriage, was given opportunity, had the opportunity of marrying a good woman. But it was what? Lust, evil desires, greed, lack of clarity that landed them into making that stupid decision. If you want to get it right, please kill lust. Infatuation has a way of telling you to love danger. Infatuation has a way of encouraging you to walk into fire. telling you that nothing will happen. She will change with time. He will change with time. And the question I want to ask you, if she didn't change now, that she's not married to you, that she's not seeing you every day, what makes you think what makes you think she will change when she's now very familiar with you? You need to ask yourself that question. Now she still has a little, now she still has a bit of fear, respect. I'm not saying fear, let me use the word respect. Because, because she's not living with you in the house now. And she's treating you like this. And she's breaking bottles. She's even holding you, pushing you to the wall, shouting on you, arguing, nagging, quarreling every day. What makes you think that when she's finally married to you, that she will change? When she's now very used to you and familiarity has set in, what makes you think she will change? All the people, I don't care. Listen, it's not about your title. Because some people will say, we knew this man of God now, he got it wrong now he's divorced. This one, evil desire does not respect title. It's not about title. There are a lot of evil desires in the heart of people that they need to deal with. And so these evil desires are quiet. But when it comes to the point of marital decision, when it comes to the point of choice making, this mustard, that is when they rear their ugly head. And that is where people now get it wrong. Because don't forget it, there is no human being that is completely bad. There is always a good, there is always a bad. There is a good side, there is always a bad side to anybody you see in life. But what we are saying is that when bad character is greater than good one, run for your life. I'm not saying, in relationship, we are not looking for perfection. We are looking for reality. You have to be real. I'm not saying that somebody must be, 100% perfect before you marry him. But what we are saying that the bad character should not be more than the good character. If the good character is lesser than the bad ones, please run. And the last monster that will always lead to marital failure is the monster I call pattern recognition failure. A woman that is bad was bad before that man married her. A man that is bad was bad before that lady agreed to enter into a relationship or marriage with him. Sometimes people say, how will I know who to marry? People pretend and all these things. Do you know why? Because you don't know what to look for in people. There are a lot of eyes that look, but only few see. And don't forget, we see with the eyes of our soul. You see with your impartation. You see with your mental impartation. You see with the lens of knowledge. It is what you know that helps you to identify what is wrong or what is right. So anybody you see, one of the things that is in this monster pattern recognition failure, very deadly. You are in relationship with a man. You caught him first time red-handed in bed with another lady. You cried, you screamed, you shouted. He told you that he has changed. He told you that he will not do it again. After 4 days, you walked into his apartment. You now saw him with Angela again in bed. You screamed, you cried, you walked out on him angrily because of that thing. He came to your house, he pleaded with you, he apologized, and then you accepted him back. After 2 weeks, you saw him again repeating that kind of attitude. And then your friends are telling you Babe, this guy is not faithful to you. That this guy is cheating on you. That we are seeing him here and there with different kinds of women. And he said, forget it, that it doesn't matter, that he will change. That you know how you will take him when you guys finally enter into marriage, when you now enter into a house, that you know how you will control the man. The patterns were before you. Patterns don't lie. You saw it. But your false illusion deceived you. You accepted it. And now you are crying. Now you are calling for meeting. Now you are calling for prayer and fasting. Now you are calling for vigil to pray for your husband because his level of promiscuity is so alarming that you cannot even tolerate it again. Every day you are, and he has even come to the point of infecting you with one kind of disease or the other. The patterns were before you, but you neglected them. This is a girl. As a man, you met this girl. You met this girl. Every day, this girl want to buy something new. This week, is either she want to buy new hairstyle of 100,000. Next week, she want to buy every shoe she sees on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on X. Every type of nail, this girl want to do it. And the whole bill is landing on your head. And you say, it doesn't matter. You know, she's just my babe. I'm just being generous. You are not being generous. You are being stupid. Because you are not seeing the pattern before you. That this girl is a waster. That this is a girl that will not help you to build anything in it. Are you excusing that attitude? And you say, yes, I have money, I can afford to spend anything. Don't you know that if you continue to spend money without reason, it will land you into poverty? And this girl, every day, you guys, this girl will quarrel you, she will say all manner of things, she will verbally abuse you. She will call you all manner of names, and she will come back to tell you, babe, that it was a mistake. She will apologize, she will cry. The next day, she will do the next thing. Another day, she will abuse you again. Every day, this lady is draining your emotional energy, and you are still there. You say it doesn't matter, that when you get to house, she will change. The patterns are there before you. You neglected these monsters. After a year, 2 years of being married to her, now you are regretting. Now you are crying. I am saying what I'm saying because I bleed when I see people fail to recognize patterns of attitude, character before them. They neglected them and then they focus on secondary things. And after, when these things backfire, they will now start crying. You need to watch out for these 5 deadly monsters. Whatever anybody is talking to you about marriage or relationship, don't listen to them. Especially when it has to do with failure. Ask them these 5 questions. One monster, they neglected one monster that brought them to that pain. Marital pain will never see when these 5 monsters are your priorities in choice making. Are you getting what I'm saying? So I want us to be practical. So when people come out on social media, they're trying to make marriage look bad. They're trying to scare you. They're trying to scare people so that other people, young people, all these things, they don't want to get married, and people are scared of marriage. People are scared of, relationships. No. It's because they neglected these 5 silent monsters. Listen, if you are able to tame these 5 silent monsters, you will be happy in your marriage. You will be happy with that woman or the man you will choose tomorrow to marry. Whenever the foundation is wrong, the superstructure, the main building can never be right. So if you want to get it right in your relationship, if you want to get it right in your marriage, please build it on a very good foundation. Tame these 5 silent monsters. When I'm even talking about it, I even forgot to tell you to subscribe. Please, if you like this content and you like this channel, you know that to encourage people to go for what is real. Please, I want you to share. I want you to tell your friends, your family members about this channel. I want you to drop a comment in the comment section so that this video can go viral, so that people will know 5 silent monsters that will lead to marital failure. I want you to watch the next video. Don't go anywhere.